Hello, everybody, and welcome to All Things Parks. We are back, and we are excited to talk to you a little bit more about our favorite season in the Disneyverse, which is fall. So we had to take a little break. Not that we had to, but we just kind of did, and now we have to return. So we do have to return here because this is Halloween and this is Food and Wine.
Woo!
And that is what we are all about here at All Things Park. So, as always, here with me is my sister Erica.
Hello,
Erica
everybody.
is going to be helping me to break down all of the new goodies that are being shown and showcased for this year's Halloween festivities. There's already been a couple of parties happening since last week, which is crazy. They start earlier and earlier every year, and now we just have to kind of talk about what they're passing out. You know, what are the goodies to get? What are the sour treats that you should probably leave behind? And we'll kind of just run through all the new merch and give you our take on what the party is and if you should do it or not. So, Eric, why don't you start us off? I know you've already gotten some of the merchandise. You jumped in there quick. So tell us a little bit about what you've picked up so far.
Well, I've gotten so much stuff already because I loved it giving Disney all of my money. So I got these lovely new towels.
Oh, wow.
And awesome print on the back with Vampire Meg. Kind of ghoulish. And then my second favorite thing I got, the countdown calendar. And this is nice this year. It's more haunted than usual, so I like that.
I agree.
It's got a nice face.
The last couple of years, the countdown calendar has been a little subpar in my estimation. So it's nice to see that they actually drove it home this year with another one.
Like a dungeon. I like it.
Yeah, I can get.
Okay, now the best thing to get, and you have to get this if you've not already purchased it, is the candy bowl with the bad face. Already has candy in it because that's how I roll. And nice on the back, trick or treat in my favorite color, purple.
Yeah,
so it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, that's a solid pickup. I think that's probably one of the better things that they've got this year.
It is the best thing, but it's kind of, I get a little scared when I reach in for candy, like I'm going to knock it over.
Yeah.
But you just have to be careful with it because it's a necessity.
Well, because that's ceramic too, right?
Acrylic?
Acrylic, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, it would break if you dropped it.
Or if you knock it with reaching your hand in or something.
Yeah.
But it is a must. The other thing that's a must that I have yet to get is the new popcorn bucket, which is going to be the Jack-o'-lantern Mickey head.
Right.
So last year they had the cauldron, which of course I purchased because I give Disney all my money, and it lit up. And this year, now they have the Jack-o'-lantern popcorn bucket, Mickey head, Mickey ears, so kind of similar to the Mickey balloon one they have, but it's the Jack-o'-lantern face.
Those popcorn buckets come in handy. I mean,
oh my God!
When you're out at that party and you need a little change from the candy that you're getting, that what is it? A $2.50 refill you get?
Oh, it's like $1, $1.99 or something.
Whoa! Well, that's even more of a deal then. But
I know. I think it's definitely under $2. But I don't think I could ever go on the People Mover without a popcorn bucket around my neck.
Yeah, that's always a good choice. I mean, just strolling around Tomorrowland with a full bucket of popcorn, especially at night, it just makes it so much better. But
this is a good challenge for you. Try and wait in line for one ride without opening your popcorn bucket.
It's impossible. We tried.
It's impossible. You try and then you just can't.
There's the popcorn there is addicting. I mean, it's addicting everywhere, but it helps because I guess it hurts because they pump in the popcorn smell all throughout the park, and especially on Main Street. And the second you step into the park, you just get hit with popcorn, and it's just like, where am I filling up my popcorn bowl? And I like how they have a couple of different popcorn bowls this year. They have the Hitchhiking Ghost ones, which I think are pretty cool. And then they have an Oogie Boogie one, I think, as well. So those look like a couple of good treasures to pick up.
Yeah, definitely. But if I'm getting one, which I am, I'm getting the jack-o'-lantern one.
I agree. That would be the one to go with.
I just like to use it as decor then.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're a good. It's a good decorative piece around the house for the holiday season. So, a couple of other things that they have on their merchandise. I know they have a Jack Skellington cookie jar, which actually looks pretty cool. And then, obviously, which is all the rage now, everybody wants their Spirit shirts, which I don't really get, but they've got quite a few of those on.
Yeah, they are cute, though. They have the pumpkin on the front and the D, and then on the back it's cute with the candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn, candy cane, and candy syrup.
Bowl.
Syrup.
Candy bowl.
And syrup. So yeah, what else do you see from the merchandise that people should be looking for?
I thought that there's a ghost pillow.
Yeah.
That's in the shape of a ghost as a Mickey head, though, and on the back it says "Boo to You," which is always awesome because if you've not seen the parade, "Boo to You," it's just a cute saying. So that's really cute as well. I think it's a little small though, but it's cute. They have a lot of cute plushes, as always. Mickey Vampire. They have Mickey as a cat or a werewolf. Different Pluto. So for the kids, you can get them a cute themed plush.
Yeah, I agree. Those plushes are cool. I know our sister-in-law's already gone ahead and gotten some of those. She's already gotten the pillow as well. So. That pillow is actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's like 2 feet tall and like a foot and a half wide, I think. And it's a good looking ghost. They did a good job on that pillow, I think. But
yeah, I like it, but nothing tops the candy bowl at this point.
And nothing tops those sequined ears with the candy corn on them.
Oh, those are cute.
With the matching sequins backpack, who's not getting that combo? Who's not dropping $120 for that combo of backpack sequins and
I don't know, but they also have like the cute pumpkin stuff as well. Like they have a pumpkin mat, a doormat, which is cute, and then also the matching towels for that one that has more of the candy theme and the pumpkin theme to it. Where the stuff that I purchased is more like ghoulish.
Yeah.
Which I prefer, but whatever you like, they got it, and you'll be giving them your money.
They've got everything for every taste. That's for sure. They leave no corner unturned, and so they'll figure out a way to get into your pockets one way or another.
Yeah, and they're doing the Cruella de Vil hideout at Tony's restaurant this year.
Yeah.
For terrible reviews about that, but if you want to go.
Yeah.
But some of the desserts that I saw there is they have a cannoli, they have like a dog treat, which is like a cheesecake, and they said, there's like a little tube just full of frosting. So people have not been very impressed, but people are just using it as a way to get better viewing area for the parade because they blocked off that whole area so that you can get in that spot to see the parade right at the end of Main Street or the beginning of Main Street, depending how you look at it.
I read you. Yeah, I haven't really heard too many reviews on that, but that's good to know. And who doesn't like just a cylinder full of frosting? I mean, if there's not a better way to pump in a ton of sugar at one point, then I don't know what it is. But I haven't. I mean, based on the treats that they have for this year's party, I'm not all that impressed.
Yeah, they're pretty simple. Like the hitchhiking ghost doom buggy.
Yeah.
I want to say it was just like a brownie, and then they just kind of put the cutout or like a white chocolate disc of the hitchhiking ghost.
Yeah, I feel like lately their creativity on their party snacks has been lackluster. Like last year they had
on a constant decline.
Yeah, last year they had like the same kind of thing where they had those
like a cream puff.
They had but they had the Haunted Mansion, all 4 posters from the stretching room, and that was the same thing where they just had like a white chocolate painting and they put that on top of the brownie, and it's like, all right, well, yeah, I don't expect you to pipe out a bunch of crazy stuff, so you have to print it on there, I feel like, come on, give me something else. And then the Headless Horseman cheesecake thing from this year, I was like, don't call that Headless Horseman. It's just like it's like the same thing that they give you over at Pandora, that like the blue cheesecake. But now it's got an orange shell, and then it's just got like a hand with a pumpkin in it. And I'm like, come on. Give me a little
they're getting a little. Yeah, they're not as creative as they used to be. Unless it was so new to us that it seemed creative at the time, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's for others to determine, I suppose.
And then the other thing is they have chocolate Mickey waffles. I don't want those. Where are my regular
just
Mickey
get original.
waffles?
Or simply they had the candy corn Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. It looks cool, but I'd much rather have something else.
Well, you and me both, but a lot of people love Dole Whip, so they'll take it. They'll take it any way they can get it.
Yeah, this is true. Overrated, y'all.
Well, some people love it, and they'll go there specifically for the Dole Whip. They won't do anything else other than go there and eat Dole Whip at Aloha Isle at Polynesian. They won't even get park tickets. They'll just take a family vacation to the Polynesian village and eat Dole Whip for 5 days.
Me and you guys that he's talking about, 2 different people. We're 2 different people.
2 different people living in one world.
But this is to me the most magical part of the whole year. Fall starts earlier and earlier simply because Disney wants to take more of our money, and mission accomplished. They're doing it.
Yeah.
What is cool, $300.
Yeah, that's what I was
limited. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. You get to see, all of it. It's almost 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, to get 35 out of 36 of those parties for $300 when the original ticket price is like $87 or something like that, that's nuts. And that's such a good way because I know a lot of people love going to that party specifically for the character meet and greets. And some of those lines are like 3 or 4 hours long. And so if you wait in one of those, your day is pretty much over. So to be able to have this pass and to be able to go to multiple parties and not have to, pay for each individual party is going to be really nice for those people that love to get those character meet and greets and the autographs and get their Instagram photos on. So that's
we should explain to everybody, because if you're just planning your first trip in the fall and you're not really 100% sure, is it worth going to this party? Is it not? 100% you have to go. How they do it is they sell the ticket, so you go about 2 o'clock. I think they're opening now this year instead of 4.
2?
And yeah, that's what I heard. What? You'll get a wristband, and they're going to shut down the park later on in the day, but you can still get in as early as 2. I'm pretty sure.
Holy cow.
And so anyways, things to do. There are certain meet and greets where you can only meet these characters in their costumes, or some characters, certain villains are only at this party. So definitely go, definitely check out, is there anyone you want to meet? And as we're saying, want to try and get in line for those characters earliest. They also have specific treats that you can only get at the party. So another reason that multi-day pass is awesome is because no one can eat all those treats in one day. Well, they could.
Right.
But they shouldn't.
Right.
But I won't judge you. I won't judge you.
Well, yeah.
But if you want the popcorn, all this, you need multiple days to fit those good treats in.
Right, exactly. And you want to be able to enjoy them. You don't want to just scarf them down. Plus, you're getting all that candy as well. So, I mean, I like to snack on the candy during the queue lines and all that fun stuff, along with my popcorn bucket. So, I just need more days in there. One day is not enough. Plus, the trick-or-treating doesn't start until 7. So even though you're getting in early, if you get in at 2, like you said, which is awesome, the trick-or-treating and all the party doesn't start until 7. So they, by the time they usher out all the rest of the regular park guests from the morning, it's, 7:30 before you're grabbing that candy. And at that point, from 7 to 12, there's just not enough trick-or-treat time.
There's not enough trick-or-treat time. And that's the other point that I want to make. Is that make sure, even if you're an adult, you're going trick-or-treating. Wear a costume. Everyone's doing it. Don't feel like no one's going to have it on. But definitely don't miss out on trick-or-treating. Don't think it's going to be stupid, because I guarantee you're going to have way more fun than you ever thought you were going to have. And this is the one time where, don't pay so much attention to the rides. Really take advantage of just the special offerings that the party has. Get a good spot for the parade early. The best parade on Disney property, in my opinion, but my opinion means more than anyone else's opinion. And additionally, their fireworks show is amazing. So they light off fireworks from all the different lands. So if you're... Huh?
It's a new show this year.
Yeah, but they're still going to light it off.
I know, they will.
In every land. So just make sure you're kind of in that central hub, because you're going to be surrounded by fire.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said about the parade. So the parade runs the normal parade route. So you can catch it anywhere, through Frontierland or Liberty Square and that little turn there, or even in the main hub. But I would definitely recommend watching it on Main Street, just because they have the lights. They have, a lot of the different mapping and projections on the buildings in Main Street, and they also have all the jack-o'-lanterns cut out. It's just, the ambiance is so much better down Main Street to watch that parade. And like Erica said, it's definitely worth it to bypass maybe some of the rides to make sure that you get good spots and make sure that you're able to trick-or-treat and really take advantage of what the party offers, especially if you're only going for one night. So I definitely think this is the best party that Disney puts on, much better than the Christmas party. So get there and get a plan and wear your costumes, people.
Wear your costumes.
And
one more thing about the parade.
Don't just do all the standard costumes. Get creative out there.
One more thing about the parade. Please get there at least 20 minutes early, or you're going to miss the Headless Horseman.
That's true. That is true.
Nobody wants to miss that.
He's actually the real guy. He kills some people every once in a while.
Yeah, so watch out. Keep your kids in their strollers, covered.
Yeah. There's also a couple new floats this year, I know. So be on the lookout for those. And make sure you pay attention when the Gravediggers come, because they're awesome.
Chilling. They're chilling.
They are chilling. Yeah, and so the other thing that they've added this year, so this year's going to be a party.